Welcome back to Tenacious Sports. This is Earl. I'm your host for the Tenacious Baseball League version 3.0. This is a league which I've run two of them before and completed them both in Stratomatic. The Tenacious League is a 10-team randomly chosen league from a season. So you choose 10 random teams, and the theory is if you cut that and you cut down the games by a third to 54 and set up a schedule where you play 6 games against each of your opponents. So basically 3 home, 3 away. We're hoping that maybe that would give a good approximation of how the season would play out and maybe give some insights into how teams maybe stuck in a tough division, maybe bad teams that are in a tough division would fare better in some different setup, or maybe a good team in a bad division maybe isn't as good as they seem. So maybe this would just give us a little bit of a clue as that, and into that mentality, and also it gives us a chance to play tabletop games, which is a hobby that many of us who would be watching this video have come to really enjoy. And so probably if you're watching this, you're already an enthusiast of the tabletop sports genre. If not, if you're checking this out for the first time, basically what we do is we simulate sports. There are a number of channels around on the interwebs. I'm not going to sit here and list them all, but I try to like a few videos every day when I think of it, and so you can usually find those in the channels playlists or whatever. Although most of the playlists are set up with the videos that I've already made. So this is the third one. We're using History Maker Baseball. And the other strange thing about this one that is different than the first two played out all teams' games. So we played all 270 games in each of those projects. So that's 54 games, 5 games for each, 5 matchups for each game day, so to speak. This one chose a random team out of the 10 that were randomly chosen to just take on and play out and try to manage and see if we can do as well, better, the same, worse, who knows. We're just going to have some fun with it. And the random generator chose the Boston Red Sox for me. So this game is the game leading up to the halfway point. This will be game 27. They're going to face the San Diego Padres for the final time this season. And they are on a 2-game winning streak. They got swept by San Diego at Petco, and now at Fenway they're looking to sweep the Padres. So we'll see if that will happen. So as you can see here, our current standings as we head to the halfway point actually have a lot of teams above 500 right now, 6 out of the 10. As you have the Orioles not playing well at all, which you might expect. This team in 2019 season was definitely in rebuilding mode, and they are not good. But most of the rest of the teams are benefiting from it. You have the Brewers, who the Red Sox here, they could actually tie the Brewers with a win if they could sweep the Padres here in this final game of this series, and then they would be done with the Padres for the rest of the season with halfway to go. But then, so yeah, Brewers look like they're going to be on top, at the very least tied. Then you've got a bunch of teams at 16 and 11. You got the Cubs, Nationals, and Rangers. Recall the Nationals were the ultimate winners in the 2019 season, won the World Series. And then you got the Padres right now at 14 and 12. They would have been in this mix if it weren't for the fact that the Red Sox have now taken the first 2. And maybe at the end of this game, I will just do a quick addition of all of the statistics after we get done with this. You want to take a look at how the Boston results have turned out so far. Here is a list of them. So basically, this is the winner of every Boston matchup right here. Wait, let me see. Where's my pointer? Right here, right? Okay, well, it doesn't go to scale. It's right here. So this is your winner. This is your loser. So you can see that they had a little bit of a rough start here. They lost 2 or 3 to the Nationals, who were the eventual champions. Whether they're going to be the champions of this, we'll have to see. Then they played pretty well against Milwaukee. They got 2 or 3. What was that? That was at Milwaukee. Then at home, they had a homestand where they took 5 of 6 between Texas and Seattle, which you would hope. And we've kind of thrown some. We've had a couple of Toronto. They have yet to face the Giants. They have yet to face. See what would be the other team that they haven't really faced yet. I'm drawing a blank. So we're going to have some teams that we're going to face here in the second half that might change the trajectory of this league. But they've done pretty well here for the most part. They're over 500. And I guess I should scroll down here a little bit so you can see the tail end. So this is where we're at. And then the series after, it'll be Seattle. So, Seattle been playing better, but, you're hoping that in that series that you can maybe get a bit of a lead, as it might be a tough coming down the stretch. I think their final series will be against Washington. So let's get into this game as Rick Porcello will be looking to one-up Joey Lucchesi of the Padres. So let's get to the game. Okay, so our lineups here for the Padres facing the right-hander Rick Porcello. You're going to have this lineup. It'll be Hunter Renfroe. Okay, so first I need to mention History Maker Baseball is a game that contains some open-ended play, and there are pre-game rolls. I'm sure I've mentioned this in past broadcasts. So during this series, I've had it's actually extended series, 2 in a row against the Padres. I've had multiple injuries that are till further notice, one being to Eric Hosmer, the other being to Will Myers. So that's kind of like their 2 first base options. So we're going with and then in the previous game to this, Ty France got injured, which I was using him at first base. He didn't play at first base in the 2019 season, but he has in subsequent seasons. So I've been using him. So I am using him at first base here, but Hosmer and Myers are both out, so we're having to go with a little bit of an adjusted lineup here, and that's one of the neat things about this game is that you can end up with some game-generated injuries and things like that, which create some opportunity for you to use fringe players and things like that. But Hunter Renfroe will be in left leadoff, and this is based off of the June schedule in 2019, or the June roster usage for each of these teams. So Machado will bat second, play third. Then Fernando Tatis Jr. at short. Then Ty France at first base. Austin Hedges, the catcher, will be the hot batter and move up to the 5 hole. He's also gained the hero designation this game. That was the thing that came up today in the role. So he's going to add hero to his batting characteristics. Franmil Reyes, it will be in right field. Josh Naylor, the DH. Manuel Margot, center field, and Ian Kinsler, second base. For Boston, pretty much unchanged. Well, not pretty much. We do have Sandy Leon catching, and we've had to use Sam Travis here. We're against the lefty Lucchesi. It's going to be Chavis leading off. I've resorted to him leading off here lately. Rafael Devers, third base, will bat second. Mookie Betts in right will be the hot batter. Also, Kinsler is the cold batter for the Padres. I was on Betts batting third and playing right field for Boston. Then Xander Bogaerts at short. Eduardo Nunez will get the start at second against the lefty. Bat fifth. And J.D. Martinez DHing, batting sixth. Jackie Bradley Jr. in center, bats seventh. Sandy Leon, catcher, bats eighth. And Sam Travis in left field giving Andrew Benintendi the day off. And he'll be the cold batter. So let's get this final game underway. Padres trying to stave off a sweep. Porcello looking to get the job done. And we have normal conditions here today, by the way. 1-1-4, is he fresh? It's the first inning. Yes, it's a ground ball to shortstop. Up with it will be Bogarts. He throws to first and squeezing is Chavez. And that'll be first out. Manny Machado. 1-3-4. So Leon is not a gold catcher. Is Machado champion? He's not. So we're going to have a play that needs to be made in the outfield. So let's see who is checked in the outfield. 35. Left fielder Gold. It'll be Sam Travis, and he's not. So it's going to drop into the gap for a double, and we're going to go to the chemistry chart. So Machado with a double. And I want to check one thing on Travis's card. Yeah, he's a utility, so I can use him without changing this. So it's going to be a runner at second with one out, and we're going to chemistry, and the game day rolls have given Boston full dissonance for now. So it's amazing that they've won 2 in a row being dissonant, but they are in rough shape here. Semi-harmonious for the Padres, so really the only hope right now is for a harmony check for San Diego for the batting team and the decide or die to be no. But let's see. 45 batting team harmony, but the decide or die is yes, so they are harmonious. Focus batter waits on pitch, a walk. So Tatis Jr. draws a walk. So first and second with one out. We're back to the main chart for Ty France. Porcello would love a ground ball double play right here. Can he get it? 3-5-6. Same. France is a right-handed batter. Porcello is a right-handed pitcher. That's a strikeout. That is a big one right there. That gives them a chance to get out of this inning. But we've got to remember Hedges has Hero added to the other stuff. Let's see what happens here. 2, 3, 4. Runners on base. Yes. Plate drama. Lucky that there were runners on base. This would have been a fence check. Would have been a possible home run for Hedges because he is the hot batter. But instead, we're going to go to. This would be a potential issue with the catcher. Wild pitch, pass ball, something like that. So let's see. 35. Is the catcher Gold? Leon is not Gold, so it's going to be a passed ball. And we go to chemistry again. So this inning team chemistry is playing a big part, and now it's going to mean Hedges continues his at bat. With runners at second and third, and maybe we should just walk him. But then you bring up Franmil Reyes, who is pretty good in his own right. 2, 5. Well, let's see. We're just taking. If I forget and roll all three, we just take black and blue. 26. Batting team harmony still. Yes, it is. It's gonna be a single for Hedges, and it's gonna score just the one run, as it's a 2-lead die. So Machado comes in to score, and it's 1-0 to the Padres. It'll be first and third. Now, there are mechanisms in this game to use, like manager cards. You could try to take the extra base for Tatis Jr. I think we're going to just not worry about that. I haven't been using manager cards at all. I try a stolen base on occasion. I'm not going to try it here with Hedges. He's semi-stoic, which is a running quality. But so Franmil Reyes, first and third. 2 outs, 1 run across. Back to the main chart. 1-4-5. Is Porcello a struggler? He is semi-struggler, and the decider die says no, so he is going to get out of this with a ground ball to the first baseman, which will retire the side, but 1 run does cross the plate. San Diego gets out to that lead. Okay, Michael Chavis going to lead off. 4-5-6 against Joey Lucchese. Is he patient? No, he isn't. So it'll be a fly out to center, and this is going to go to chemistry. So you have 3 charts right now, which is based on basically streak results. Experience, which is the player's experience level, and chemistry. And in this particular game so far, chemistry has been dominating. Devers to the plate, 11. Pitching team harmony. The decider die says they are harmonious. It's going to be a lazy pop fly. Infielder. So let's roll this, and that'll help us decide which infielder gets it. That'll be the pitcher. So, 2 down, and Mookie Betts to the plate. And back to the main chart. 1-2-2. Lucchese is not a workman. Betts is neither a champ nor a whiffer, so it'll be a hot shot right at third base, and it'll be caught by Machado in a 1-2-3 inning for Lucchese and the Padres. Going to the second, it'll be Josh Naylor. DHing today. 1-3-5. This is going to be is this a memorable plays or balks and bogeys? 1-3. So it's red 1, black 3. This is going to be memorable plays in the field. We will re-roll black and blue. Let's see what the check is. 15. Center fielder iron for the Red Sox. Bradley Jr. is semi-iron. The decider die gives us a break here. He's not iron, so it'll be a ball that's caught. So that'll be 1 out. So Bradley makes the play. One nothing. Your score of the Manuel Margot. 2-5-6. Struggler. He is a struggler. That'll be a single. Semi-struggler with a dot. 1 out, and Kinsler at the plate. Going to try and get a lead here. If he can get a lead, he could try to steal a base. No, he doesn't get a lead, so Margot will hold it first. 1-3-6. Porcello's not an ace. Kinsler is semi-whiffer, the dot. That's going to be, and he is also the cold batter, so that's a strikeout on all accounts. Now Hunter Renfroe. Runner at first, 2 outs. 3-3-6. Ace or no, he's not an ace. Sad sack. Yes, he's utility. Sad sack utility. That's a called third strike to end the inning. No runs, a hit. 1 left. Still 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the second. Xander Bogaerts going to lead off. And we get one stuck up here. So we're going to call that a re-roll. 2-4-5. Hero. He is a hero. That's a single. Brings up Eduardo Nunez, who has been relatively hot himself of late. Let's see if he can. And I can find the opening here for my dice tower. 3-4-5. Iron catcher. That is Austin Hedges. He's not iron. So, and Nunez doesn't have a good eye. That's a strikeout. And we go to right now. For JD Martinez. So, coming off a strikeout here, Lucchese is semi-hot. He gets the dot. 15. Cold batter. Martinez isn't cold. He hasn't had anything yet, so that's going to be helpful, potentially. Single through shortstop, so that will get Bogarts to second. Can't get any further advance on the one lead die, but Martinez with a single, and with one out, it'll be Jackie Bradley Jr. with runners at first and second. 1, 3, 4. Gold catcher, no. Champion, no. So it'll be outfield drama. I'd love to see a roll on an iron player here. Let's see. There aren't too many iron players in the outfield. 14. Right fielder gold. That's going to be Franmil Reyes, and he is definitely he is an iron player, but he's not gold, so this is going to be a single. With the decider die saying no, so there's no extra error, but that will load the bases. A little too strong of a shot there to be able to bring Bogarts home from third. But we're going to go to experience now with Sandy Leon at the plate. So we got Lucchesi, semi-prospect. Leon is full icon. And so this is a good matchup right here. Bases loaded, one out. 35. Icon batter he is. He adjusts his swing at the last second, loops a single to the outfield. So Leon is going to drive into on the 3 lead die. Let me make sure. Runners advance 2 bases on any hit. So Bogarts comes in, Martinez comes in, and it's 2-1 Boston. Bradley ends up at third, now first and third with one out. So Sandy Leon has a very substandard card there. He does have semi-slugger, but that's one thing that can help you at times is, you know, there's other mechanisms, and in this case, the icon versus prospect gave him a chance to get on the board for a couple RBI here. So 2-1. Now Sam Travis playing left field today, 1-3-6. Ace. Lucchesi's not an ace. Whiffer, cold. Semi-whiffer with a dot. That will be, and he is cold as well. That's a strikeout. 2 outs. And that'll turn the lineup over to Michael Chavis. First and third. 2 away. 3, 4, 6. Eager? He's not eager. This is going to be a walk to load the bases. Nowhere to put Devers now. So Devers with the bases loaded. This could really open it up here if he can find a way to get a result. 4, 4, 6. Star. Lucchesi's not a star. Sad sack, utility patient. None of those. This is going to be a single, and it's going to score 2. In comes Bradley. In comes Leon. Even he can score, and it is 4-1. Chavis will end up at third. Devers with a big 2-out single. Extends the lead to 3. And still they are going here with Mookie Betts. And they're going to go to the experience chart off of that single, off 4, 4, 6. So semi-icon, semi-prospect. Still another chance for more. 56. He's not an icon pitcher, so this is going to be infield drama. See if the Padres can get out of this jam. 15 is the shortstop, iron. Tatis Jr. is iron. He's rated poorly at shortstop. Misplays hot grounder into left field for a single. Only one base advance, but it will score Chavis, and now 5-1. And in the process, they also have, that makes Lucchesi not fresh anymore, because when a starting pitcher is giving up 5 runs, he's no longer fresh. So 15, That will be a single, and we go to chemistry. This may be an out for them because at this point, Lucchese earned semi-struggler as well with 3 reaching in a row. But chemistry up for Bogarts, 34. Batting team harmony, they aren't harmonious. This will be a ground at third base. And Machado will throw to first for the final out. But 5-run score for Boston in an inning that Lucchese would like to forget. Okay, on to the third inning now. Padres coming to Boston, they were on a high, and now they're going to be leaving dejected unless they can pull off a comeback here. It'll be Machado leading off. The third, 1-2-5. Struggler, semi-struggler with a dot. This is going to be a potential solo home run here. Machado, semi-home run king. Is he going to be home run king? Yes, he is. So this is going to be a 5 out of 6 home run check. I like rolling blue for these fence checks. One is a fly out, the others are home run, and it's a home run. Machado 2 for 4, has scored twice, a home run and a double. So now 5-2. Now Tatis Jr. 1-3-6. Not an ace. Whiffer cold? Yes, he's whiffer. That's a strikeout. 1 down. Porcello back to his good ways. Ty France 1-2-6. Fresh. Porcello is still fresh here in the third inning. That will be a liner caught at second by Nunez. 2 outs. Austin Hedges. Triple threes. Utility or sad sack. Hedges is lucky that the decide or die is a no. This is going to be a triple. I really should roll this twice, but it's also a no, so he's neither utility nor sad sack. So now we have to roll, is he a home run king? Because if he's a home run king, this is a home run instead of a triple. Oh, he's not a home run king on this at bat. So it's going to be a triple for Hedges. And he's 2 for 2. So with 2 outs, it'll be Franmil Reyes who could make this 5-4 if he had a big swing here. Let's see. 2, 3, 5. Wild. Porcello isn't wild. Eager. He's not eager. So this is going to be a grounder to second base. And Nunez will throw to Chavis at first for the final out. They get 1 run, but that's it. 5-2. 2 hits, 1 remaining. The guy stranded on third as Hedges gets a 2-out triple, but can't make it pay. All right, Eduardo Nunez, bottom of the third. Again, Lucchese not fresh anymore. 3-4-4. Is he a prospect? Semi-prospect with the dot not showing. So that's going to keep this one in the park. Patient. Nunez isn't patient. He's actually the opposite. He's eager. That's a pop-up caught by second baseman Ian Kinsler. JD Martinez singled and scored in the second. 2-4-5. Is he a hero? Yes, he is. That's going to be another single. Right through the hole and 2 for 2 for JD. Good showing so far. Jackie Bradley Jr. 2-4-5. Again, he is not a hero. So this will be a pop-up to second. And we'll go to experience now for Sandy Leon. Another favorable one here. 33. Prospect batter. He's not a prospect. This is a potential fence. All right, so is he slugger? No, he isn't. So we're going to go to the other column. And it's a 1. That'll be a double for Leon. He's 2 for 2. And we use this as the lead die, so Martinez cannot score on that, even though there are 2 outs. We're going to play it straight and say he doesn't get to score. Now Sam Travis struck out. Man, they got to think about going to the bullpen here at some point. Second and third, 2-5-6. Is Lucchese struggler? No. Champion or patient? No. It's going to be infield drama. Can they get out of this? They have to avoid Fernando Tatis here. 55. First baseman iron. Ty France. Semi-iron with a dot. This is going to be an error. That's going to score a run. That'll be E3. In comes Martinez. And San Diego is going to have to go into their pen. Stammen isn't available. They're going to get Matt Whistler warming up here. And Lucchese's day just about done. That'll be an unearned run. And let's see, that was, what was it, 55? Yeah, that's going to go to chemistry, so they may get out of this after all. It'll be Chavis up. (6-2) now. 36. Batting team harmony, no, they aren't. Boston's not harmonious. That'll be a ground ball to the infielder of choice, and it'll be to the pitcher to end the inning. Another run. They neutralized the run that San Diego got in the beginning of the third inning. And it is 6-2. And Lucchese's day is probably done. But we're going to go to Porcello, top of the fourth, facing Josh Naylor. 4-5-6. Is he patient? No, he isn't. That'll be a fly ball to center. Be caught by Jackie Bradley Jr. Margot will be next. Off the chemistry chart. 45. Batting team harmony. They are harmonious. He works a walk. We're going to try and, well... Yeah, with Kinsler coming up, we're going to try and see if he can get a lead. He doesn't, so no stolen base. Kinsler, 3-3-6. Neither ace nor dynamic. Sad sack, he is dot with sad sack. This will be a called third strike. 2 strikeouts for Kinsler. And then to the top of the order for Hunter Renfroe. 1-4-5. Struggler, semi-struggler, but yes, it is. That'll be a wild pitch, so Margot ends up at second. And we re-roll. 3-4-5. Iron catcher, no. Leon isn't iron. Good eye. Renfroe doesn't have a good eye. That's another strikeout, which will end the inning. And it does say to go to right now, but we're going to make a pitching change for San Diego, which will mean we start right on the main chart. But it'll be Matt Whistler coming in. Lucchese goes 3 innings, and that's all. Tough start there. Gave up 6 hits in that second inning, plus a walk. So Devers will be the first to face Whistler. Looking to go a couple innings maybe. 5-6-6. Wild, no. Good eye, no. Strikes him out. And that will go to right now. Betts is semi-hot. The pitcher is semi-hot. I need to roll the dot. And it is going to be a dot. 36. Cold pitcher. He's not cold, so it would be a pop-up to the catcher. 2-away for Xander Bogaerts. 1 for 2. 1-3-6. Whistler's not an ace. Bogaerts is neither whiffer nor cold, so it'll be infield drama. Padres have gotten the worst of these rolls so far today. 45. Shortstop iron he is. That's going to be another error on Fernando Tatis Jr., but we're going to get to go to the chemistry chart, which again is favorable to Padres. 14, batting team distance. They are. That's going to be a dribbler to the pitcher to end the inning. No runs, no hits, 1 left on the air. And we're going to the 5th. Try to clean up a little bit here. That was Nunez, right? Yeah, that was Nunez. Okay. Machado against Porcello. Porcello hasn't exactly had a stellar day so far, but he's getting the job done. Wild no, sad sack no. That'll be a single. He's not stoic, so he does get a stolen base. Tatis Jr. up 6-2 currently the score. 2-2-3. Not wild. Not a slugger or utility, so that'll be a single. 1 base advance. Semi-active with a dot, he gets a stolen base as well. So second and third, nobody out. Ty France. Would love to get Porcello through the 5th here, but that's not the way you want to start it. Luckily, they have a 4-run lead. They can be a little bit patient here. Ty France, 2-5-6, struggler, semi-struggler, no dot, and only 2 hits in a row, so nothing from that side. Champion or patient, Ty France is neither of those. It'll be infield drama. 34, third baseman gold. Devers is not. That's going to be a base hit. Third, let's get the base hit in here. That's going to be 3 in a row. We're going to score Machado, lead die 3. That's 2 base advance. It's going to score 2. It's 6-4 now. And now the Red Sox have to get things moving around in the bullpen. Heath Hembree going to warm up. Now you've got hero Austin Hedges. Let's see, what was those? That goes to the main chart. So Austin Hedges, 5-5-6, not an ace. He is a sad sack. So that'll be a liner to first base. That's a big first out. So we got hero added. I don't change the other designations. He just gets hero as well. So Reyes with 1 out, runner at first, 2-3-3. Uh-oh. Ace no, slugger, semi-slugger with a dot. This one is a home run, and this ball game is tied up. Left him in too long, trying to get Porcello the win, and it is now 6-6. He drives home France. And a big inning for the Padres. And Franmil Reyes knocks it out of there. 6-6-4. They're going to leave Porcello in for 1 more batter. 1-1-4. He's not fresh anymore. Sad sack or patient. Neither of those. So that's going to be a single to right, and that's going to be it. They're going to have to make a change. So Porcello is going to come out of the game. 4 1/3 innings pitched. It'll be Heath Hembree, who gets the ace bump by coming in, having been warmed up and being on the same, having the same handedness as the batter. So, all right, 6-6, runner at first, 1 out. Manuel Margot is going to face Hembree. If we get one stuck, that means a re-roll. We're not even going to look at the dice. 1, 2, 3. Flash and fresh. Yes, he is flash, and he just came into the game. He's fresh. That's a strikeout. And now Ian Kinsler. 8th man to the plate this inning. Kinsler up, they're going to see if they can get Naylor a stolen base, but he is stoic, so no. So Kinsler, 2, 4, 6. Control, no. Eager or sad sack. Dot is a yes. So he is eager. That's a pop out to third base, which will end the inning. But 4 come across here, and how the game has shifted. We're now in a 6-6 deadlock going into the bottom of the 5th. Okay, so it's going to be Whistler picking up a second inning of work here. Now he is faced with a potential chance to be a winner here if he can hold this Boston team down. 1, 3, 4. Gold catcher, no. Champion, J.D. Martinez is a champion, so it'll be outfield drama. 34, left fielder iron. Renfroe is not iron. He's actually semi-gold, so that'll be a fly out caught by Renfroe. 1 out. Brings up Jackie Bradley Jr. 2, 3, 5. Wild, no. Eager, no. That's a ground out to second base. Kinsler throws to first for the out. 2 outs. And now Sandy Leon, who is 2 for 2, but now he's got to go off the main chart where he's not in such a favorable position. 1, 1, 6. Fresh, semi-fresh with a dot. That's a strikeout. 1, 2, 3 innings. So 6 out of 7 put out, with the other one being an error for Whistler. He has a good 2 innings of work, which helps his team as they were done with their starter early in this one. And now they might have a chance to think about some they might get a little bit of love here at the end of the game. They can keep in this. So Whistler is probably going to be done. Hembry is going to pitch a second inning. And he's going to face the top of the order, Hunter Renfroe. 2, 3, 6. That's going to be the walk roll. He's not double control, so that's an automatic walk. For Renfroe, that brings up Manny Machado, who is 3 for 3 with a double, a home run, and a single. If he could get a triple here, he'd have the cycle. 3, 3, 4. Ace or star. Hembry isn't an ace. Sad sack, no. Single to left. And that little one is eager. He's not an eager batter. So that is a single. 2 base advance. And the Padres are in business again, first and third. Nobody out. The Red Sox don't have anybody in their pen who's a lefty. Going to get Marcus Walden warming up. They hope Hembry can get Tatis Jr. out, and then they'll bring him in for France. First and third, they're going to play infield in here. 1, 2, 6. Is he fresh? Hembry with a dot is fresh. This is going to be a liner to second. That's 1 out. That's a big out. Now they're going to... What are we going to do here? We're going to bring in Walden. Yeah, let's bring him in. He gets the ace. Gets an ace add-on because he's going to face France, and he was warmed up. 1 inning pitch for Hembry. So for the first batter, you tie France, he'll be an ace. They're going to play with the infield back now. Double play depth, hoping for a double play ball. 2, 4, 5. Is he a hero? No. Pops out to second base. We go to experience now. Walden is semi-prospect. Hedges is nothing. So let's see who wins out on this. This is a big opportunity off the experience chart. And I don't want to roll red. I want to roll black and blue. 56. Icon pitcher. He's not an icon. It's going to be infield drama. Can they get out of this inning? 44. Pitcher gold. No, he isn't. That's going to be an error, and a run is going to score. How disappointing. 7-6 now. Runners at first and second. Now we go back to experience against Reyes. 44. Umpire calls timeout. When player resume, batter takes ball 4. Bases on balls. They're going to load the bases. Oh my goodness. This is going off the rails. Josh Naylor, this guy could make a huge difference. Just trying to get out of this inning. Can they get a star roll here? Bases loaded, 2 outs. .166. Workman or Gilded? Neither of those. Whiffer, semi-whiffer with a dot. That's a strikeout. That's a big strikeout. Keeps it to a 1-run deficit for the Red Sox. 1 run on 1 hit. 2 walks, the big problem, and the error costs them. That makes that run unearned for Hembry. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. Whistler is going to be relieved by Wingenter, and now Whistler would be the pitcher of record here. And Wingenter is going to face the bottom of the order. Which will be Sam Travis. 2-4-5. Hero, no. That'll be a pop-up to second base. 1 out. Experience check. Top of the order will be Chavis, who I think both these guys are semi. Actually, Chavis might be full prospect. Wingenter is semi. 66. There's a pitch. It's a drive to center field fence check. This could tie it up. The dot was a no, so it's going to be on the other chart because Chavis won't be a home run king. Oh, I said I like rolling the blue die. I'm sorry. My bad. You know what? I don't care if I like rolling. That's a 3. That's a double. We're not going to do that. All right, so Chavis to second with a double. For Rafael Devers, who is 1 for 3 so far in this game, 2-1-2-4. Control pitcher. Wingenter is not control. Eager. Oh, he's got the semi. That's a pop up to first. Semi-eager. So that's a pop up. Would have been a walk otherwise. Now Mookie Betts. Can they get the tying run home? Here we go. 2 outs. Runner at second. 4-5-5. Double flash. So he is flash. That's a strikeout to end the inning, and that's a 0 as we're through 6. It's 7-6 Padres. Red Sox will stick with Walden here, facing Manuel Margot. 1-2-2. He's not a workman. Semi-whiffer is going to say no, so that'll be a liner to third base, 1 out. Kinsler. 4-5-6. He's not patient. That's a fly out to center. We'll go to chemistry, which that's going to favor San Diego. We'll roll it. 56. Pitching team dissonance. That is the Red Sox, and they are dissonant, so that'll be a single for Renfroe. Now Manny Machado. Let's see. I'm going to try to steal. He gets a lead. Now he needs a 1-4 based on the catcher's rating of normal. And he makes it. Third thievery of the game for the Padres, and it brings up Machado, who continues at bat. 4-6-6. Control. Semi-control with a dot. Pitch red, single to left. That's going to score Renfroe, and it's going to be 8-6. So, the stolen base key there, as so that means he has a little too much control, and he read the pitch. So, Tatis now with Machado at first. He's semi-stoic. Not going to try stealing with him. 4-5-6. Tatis isn't patient, so that'll be a fly out to center. They get an insurance run as the 7th inning stretch comes. And they're going to have Perdomo come in to pitch the 7th. Wingenter pitches the 6th. And now Perdomo in to face Bogarts here in the 7th. With a 2-run lead. 1-6-6. Not a workman. Whiffer. He's not a whiffer. That'll be a grounder to third base. Machado will throw to first for the out. Now we go to experience. Nunez, the icon. This should help him. Perdomo just neutral. 26. Icon pitcher. Perdomo isn't an icon. That's going to be a single for Nunez. He's 1 for 4 now. JD Martinez at the plate, the tying run. Can they get this game equalized again? 4-5-6. He's not patient. That'll be a fly out to center. And back to chemistry for Jackie Bradley Jr. 16. The batting team is dissonant, so that's going to be a pop out to shortstop, which will end the inning. So that's a 0. It's still 8-6. Red Sox are going to have to go to the bullpen now. Back to the bullpen. I'm going to bring in Mike Schwarren. Trying to keep this close. They'll face Ty France, who is 1 for 4. He's driven in 2. 3-3-4. Ace or star, neither of those. Sad sack. No, that'll be a single. Oh, wait, he is eager. It's going to be a ground out. That'll be a ground out to third base. So Devers makes the play. 1 out. Hedges, again, he's got the hero quality this time, so we got to keep an eye on that. 3-4-6. Eager, semi-eager with a dot. Yep, that'll be a fly out to center. 2 away. Franmil Reyes, the big hit, the 2-run homer that tied this game back and made it 6-6. Really changed the ball game in a big way. 2-5-5. Star, no. Home run king. He is. This one is cranked and it is gone. Home run. Franmil Reyes. Second dinger of the game. That's 3 runs batted in. And it is now 9-6. Josh Naylor, 1-3-4. Gold catcher, no. Champion, no. Outfield drama. They're going to be able to get to this one. 36. Left fielder Stoic. That is Travis. He is not. That'll be caught for an out to end the inning, but they get another run, and they've scored in each of the last 4 innings. It is now 9-6. Padres. they're going to get Stamen up. He actually, I think he hasn't pitched so much in the last 2 games, because I think he only went a third of an inning. He just basically got him out of an inning the last game. So, oops. All right, so he is going to come in and try and hold this, bridge it over to Kirby Yates. It'll be Jackie. Actually, it won't be Jackie Bradley Jr. It'll be Sandy Leon leading off. 2-3-3, ace or star, semi-star, no dot. Ooh, they get a break there. Slugger, semi-slugger. Is he going to be a slugger? We need to roll this again because we used that as a designation for the star. It is going to be gone, so that's going to make it 9-7. Leon with a home run. He is 3 for 4. What a game for him. Sam Travis now. Red Sox not out of this yet. Bottom of the 8th. It is now 9-7. 3-4-5. Iron catcher. Now it's going to be a strikeout. So right now, and the pitcher is hot because of that strikeout. But Chavis is also hot because he just got a double. So we don't need to worry about the decide or die, actually. 46. Hot pitcher. He is hot. Baffled batter with a called third strike, strikeout. So that was Chavis. Now Devers. 2-way. Nobody on. Back to the main chart. 1-2-4. Control, double control. So this is going to be a grounder to short, which is going to end the inning. If there were less than 2 outs, that would have been 2 outs in a row. So, but instead, that'll be a 1 run on 1 hit on the home run by Sandy Leon. And we got the 9th left here. Boston is going to stick with Schwerin. He'll face Margot, who is 1 for 3 with a walk and a single. 1-2-3. He is flash. Is he still fresh? The dot says yes, that's a strikeout. Kinsler. 2-5-6. Struggler, no. Champion or patient, neither of those. It'll be infield drama. 15, shortstop, Iron. Bogarts isn't. Ground out. Top of the order, Hunter Renfroe. Oh, by the way, Kirby Yates is warming up, the closer for San Diego. And they're going to get Matt Barnes warming up for Boston just in case somebody gets on here. Back to the main chart for Hunter Renfroe, 1-1-6. Is he fresh? The dot says yes, that's a strikeout, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. So aside for the home run, pretty good 2-inning outing there for Schwerin. And now it's going to be Kirby Yates trying to close this out for the Padres and salvage game of the series. Going to face the meat of the order. It'll be Betts, Bogarts, and Nunez. And they have Brock Holt, Vazquez, and Benintendi off the bench if they want to use him. Nunez has been pretty hot of late, but let's see what goes on here. So here's Betts. Now he's got Yates has double flash. If there's a flash check, that's 2 strikeouts in a row. So 3-4-4. Prospect, Yates isn't a prospect. Patient, semi-patient, no dot. That's going to be a pop-up to second. That's the first out. 9-7, 1 out, nobody on. Xander Bogaerts, they'd love to get one guy on and maybe be able to bring someone in who can tie it up. 1-1-2. Is he flash? He is. That's a strikeout. And we would have pinch hit for Nunez with probably Brock Holt. So we're going to do that, but he also strikes out. And that's going to be your ball game. So no runs, no hits, no errors to end the ninth and the game. And your final here from Fenway Park, San Diego 9, Boston 7. Okay, so your numbers here. 9 runs for San Diego, 7 for Boston. That's your final score. Boston will be 16-11 at the turn here, and San Diego 15-12. But 14 hits for the Padres with 2 errors committed, one by Tatis, the other by Ty France, and then they left 10 on base. Boston with 11 hits, an error committed by Walden, I believe, Marcus Walden, and then 7 left on base. You can see here, this is your proof of scoring, 46 plate appearances, and you can see the addition. These things have to add up. Also, you would put hit by pitch. I don't know if we have any catcher's interference in History Maker Baseball. Maybe in the rare plays you could get a catcher's interference thrown in here, something like that. Also sacrifices, but we didn't have any sacrifice bunts or sac flies. So your highlights for the Padres: 5 hits for Machado, 5 for 5, 3 runs scored, 2 runs batted in with a homer, solo home run back in the 3rd inning. Franmil Reyes with 3 runs batted in on 2 home runs, 1 solo, 1 a 2-run shot. So a good line for him there. So on the 14 hits. Porcello goes 4 1/3, gives up 6 earned runs. Hembree gets the loss. He gives up the go-ahead run in the 6th inning as he was in the midst of, and that was actually on an error, so it isn't charged as an earned run. But Walden committed the error, which led to the run that scored. So kind of an unfair loss for him, but that's the way it goes. Walden goes 1 2/3, gives up an earned run, 2 hits and a strikeout, and then Mike Schwarn gives up a solo home run, 2 strikeouts. Pitched 2 relatively effective innings beside the home run. That's the Boston pitchers. And for the Boston hitters, with 11 hits, you'd think you'd be happy with that, but like the bottom of the order actually came through. It's the top of the order that may be a little bit disappointing here. You do get hits from everybody in the top of the order, but and you do get 1 walk from Chavis. That might be one learning from this, or not that everybody needs to hear it, but walks matter, and the Boston pitching gave up 4, which let's see, at least one of them turned into a run here, and the 1 walk that was issued by a Padre pitcher turned into a run for Boston. But like Chavis went basically a 400 on base percentage, which is acceptable, but then you've got 1 for 5 from Devers, 1 for 5 from Betts, 1 for 5 from Bogarts. And this 5-hole hitter also, like 1 for 5 is your setup. Now you get Martinez with a 2 for 4, Sandy Leon with kind of an aberration game where he actually played very well, 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored and 3 driven in on a double and a homer, plus a single. So a good game for him. He basically held them in it, but unfortunately they couldn't get the job done. The win goes to Matt Whistler, who was in there right before the go-ahead run was scored. Pitcher of record at the time, pitched 2 very effective innings. I believe, let's see, he would have faced the minimum if it wasn't for the fact that 1 reached on an error by Tatis. So then I don't mark down the holds, but all these guys, Wingenter, Perdomo, Stamen would have gotten holds, and then the save for Kirby Yates on the 9-7 win. Okay, so just going to show you here. This is my entry form for my games. So this was game 27 right here, and I can actually scroll through any of these guys if I want to. So I could show you game 26, which was the previous game, which was a 6-5 victory for the Red Sox. But we're going to look at 7 here, and so this was the box score basically. And so this is where all of the stats are racked up. It sends all of these to a database. I'm using Microsoft Access for this. It's something I'm pretty enamored to have kind of like taught myself how to build. I don't know if I'm completely... I didn't even mention who the umpires were in this game, but we didn't have any umpire checks, I don't think. So Gibson was the home plate umpire with Fletcher at first, Little at second, and Culbreth at third. I guess I wanted to mention that, never did. But so this is how I enter in the schedule. I can close. So here is our standings. You got the Brewers 1 game ahead, and that's something I need to add into the standings query, is to figure out games back. I haven't done that yet. Maybe that'll be my next thing. I need to write down what I need to add to this. But so the Red Sox are currently 16-11 and in a pack at second with the Cubs, Nationals, Rangers, and so 4 of them there. And then you've got the Padres at 15-12. They're 2 games back. So, and you even have the Mariners there and the Giants that are sniffing around. They're probably going to stay down below 500, but you never know. And the Blue Jays and the Orioles, they're in rough shape. But I wanted to just go ahead and give you a look at the batting statistics. Nunez at 367 is the highest average batter. I haven't added in any disqualifiers, which is probably worth doing at some point if I can figure that out. Another thing I should upgrade, but Devers at 358, doing well. Holt, then Bogart's 339. You can see there we've got 5 guys over 1,000 OPS. You got Martinez with 10 home runs, Jackie Bradley Jr., Mitch Moreland, and Xander Bogaerts. Mitch Moreland we aren't going to see too much. Maybe at the end of the season we get to see him, but I believe injuries knocked him out in real life. So that's that. And then our pitching stats took a little bit of a nosedive here. Actually, not a nosedive. I guess they just got shot into space because of that outing by Porcello. Took him up to a 5.14 ERA, which brought the staff total. You might not be able to see it there. Yeah, I guess you can't see it. It's 4.85 right now is the staff ERA. Well, sometimes when you scroll this thing, it does some weird things. But all in all, Sale at 4.21 is pretty good. You've had Barnes with 5 saves, but he's also, the game before they won 6-5, I showed you that. That's partly because he blew a save there, but got bailed out by, I think it was Benintendi knocking home the winning run, maybe. It was one or the other. Or the guy, let me see. It was Benintendi. My memory was serving me correctly. So, Workman is going to end up being the closer here in the second half, and he's at 1.80 ERA, so hopefully that'll improve. Maybe he'll start picking up some saves here. Eduardo Rodriguez, 4.55 ERA. Who has the most strikeouts? Chris Sale, 43. Rodriguez, 36. Porcello, 39. So Porcello is actually second on the team in strikeouts. They've allowed 47 home runs, which is quite a bit. What have we had? 27 games, so that's getting close to 2 home runs allowed a game. But that may not be all that strange for Fenway Park. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you have any questions about any of the season so far, I mean, this is I'm not playing all the games out here. You know, with there being so much content available now in the tabletop genre, I'm just kind of like trying to keep it to here and there. I'm pretty busy, so others are filling in the gaps, and that's great. So, but you know, this project has been a little quicker than my normal Tenacious League, which is not a lot quicker. I'm already to halfway. Which, what did I start this in the spring? So, you know, I should be done with this before you know, Thanksgiving, I would imagine, if not sooner. So anyway, but again, if you have any questions about stats or what, you know, if I had to predict, I think Boston is probably going to end up making the playoffs, but then just squeak in like the 4 spot. You know, their pitching has been what I expected. Their hitting has probably been better. That means that the hitting probably will kind of regress to the mean, and we'll just have to see. And I've seen some glimpses of that. They can get into, like this game here. While the bottom of the order had a kind of a good game, those top guys like Devers, they have room to fall backwards. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, have a good week. It's Monday. I'm off, so I had a chance to put this together. So enjoy your week. This may be the only video this week, but hopefully this has entertained you. And unfortunately for us, Boston lost. But look, it's going to be a fun second half here, trying to get to the finish line and get this project wrapped up and complete my first project in History Maker Baseball. So Earl here signing off on Tenacious Sports. Hit the like button, hit subscribe, and we'll see you back here soon. Keep rolling your games, supporting the other channels out here in YouTube.
Sorry, I'm having trouble hearing you.
Shut up, Siri. And support the other channels out there, and keep rolling your dice.